pasa to the pack? It is Pack here, and in today's video we have news and a brand new trailer of NBA 2K21 and its park in my career. I'm gonna break it down into the top 10 new things they're adding into NBA 2K21. I noticed a bunch of stuff and I'm excited to talk about it. But before this video starts though, hey, join the pack and subscribe. And not only that, do you want to win NBA 2K21 for free? I mean, why wouldn't you? All you have to do to win is follow me on Twitter, and you'll be putting in a randomizer, and one person will win on September 4th, which is when the game comes out. So get on that if you want to win the game for free, because I'm sure a lot of you do. So first thing I want to break down before I get into this list is that I am not talking about stuff that is returning. When I say new things, I mean new things. I'm not talking about like, oh, guess what? Mascots are back. That's not new. That's things that we expect. So just straight up, all the same stores, like the shoe store, the NBA store, swags, all that stuff is coming back. Clothes, rep system is returning. The rep rewards are returning. They're all the same. Okay, mascots are back. That isn't news. This is stuff that is expected. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, here are the 10 new things. So first things first, they added a bunch of Kobe murals throughout the brand new park. I'm excited to say that because I'm actually really happy that they added that. Not only did they honor him by making him the Legend Edition cover athlete for both generations, but they also added a bunch of murals into park about him, which is awesome to see. I mean, I was hoping that they were going to make something Kobe related into this park, and so the fact that they added at least something like murals, which is awesome to see, and I'm happy with that. That's cool. They usually had some kind of statue, like for example last year they had Allen Iverson as a statue. This time I'm assuming it's just going to be Kobe throughout the park. And number 2 is that we have a brand new neighborhood, and it's actually the beach. It's beautiful. I know people are like joking as saying this is a reskin of the last park, but it really is different. You can actually see the beach, you can actually see the coast, the water. You can see a giant Ferris wheel like how Flyers had added into the new neighborhood. It's a brand new everything, the architecture. It's just beautiful, amazing, reminds me of happiness. I love the beach. It's my favorite place in the world, so the fact that they made a park just for this is beautiful. And it's super sunny, like extra sunny, but at the same time they do have a nighttime feature, so it's gonna be like a cycle like how you had last year. So I understand that it's a giant square kind of like last year, but it definitely does look different, and that's all I asked for, was a different park. And now you can kind of walk up to it, kind of like how 2K18 had it, so it's even bigger. I think it's actually way bigger than this year, so a bunch of new things are added into that. It looks great, and that's all I could really ask for. And number 3 is brand new courts as well. So they're okay. You know, they're different, so I'm not going to complain about that, but they're just okay. They're very colorful, and I think that's going to be kind of a problem seeing your player. Let's say your player has the same color as the court. It's going to be kind of hard to see your player. Or maybe the ball is the same color as the court as well, because you can get customizable balls. So I don't know, I'm kind of about the courts, but I mean, I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm glad that they decided to mix it up in the first place. I don't know what they're trying to relate this to, because this court kind of has nothing to do with the environment itself. It's like a very beach theme, and then the courts are like fiesta colory, so it's kind of weird. It doesn't really go together, but hey, they removed the stairs. That's all that matters. The stairs that were on the 2's court are gone. And that's all that really matters to me. I don't even care about anything else. Listen, now that the stairs are gone, the light in my life has returned, okay? And number 4 is that they changed how they do events now. So before, when there was an event, basically the entire neighborhood changed. This time it's looking like every single event, it's gonna be like in one part of the neighborhood. So you have the normal park, which is always there, and then you're gonna have events that are in the other half of the park, and you can kind of like go in, kind of like how 1v1 rush or rush events where you go into it. From now on, they're all going to be like that. So basketball gods, court conquer, all of them, you have to go through something to enter it, and that's going to be its own separate thing. I'm a fan of that. I don't like that it completely changes everything, or then it cuts all the park courts in half, and now you can only use half the park courts for game, and then no one wants to do park, and then I'm glad that it's kind of separated. Much better in my opinion. And number 5 is the My Career story. So I'm just gonna break down the story in general. So you're now the son of a failed former wannabe NBA player. Your dad tried to make it in the league, he couldn't do it, and he got really mad about it. So now you are the junior version of that, like you're the son of that person, and you're trying to have a successful basketball career. And not only that, you start up in high school, you go all the way to college, where you can pick 10 colleges and you can go to which one you want to go to. and then go drafted into the NBA. That's awesome. They're returning high school, which is really fun because dunking on people who were like 5'2" was the best feeling in the world. They're bringing that back. And then you gotta go to college, which if there's a college you like to go to, you can go to that one, and that's gonna be sick. There's a lot of cool colleges in the game as well, so that's gonna be cool. And then being drafted to the team you want to, it's gonna be a cool little experience. It's nice. They actually have some pretty good actors in this one as well. And then not only that, I think the coach might be your dad. They never say that's completely the truth, but it's kind of hinting like your coach is the dad and he's the one like trying to get you to become like more successful. I mean, that's fine. That's cool. There's a lot of NBA players that are the son of someone who was in the NBA and that wasn't that good or just were okay. Kobe's dad was in the NBA and he was alright, but Kobe obviously was way better. Klay Thompson's dad was Michael Thompson. He was solid, but Klay Thompson has become way better than him. And this is gonna be kind of like a similar story. I'm okay. This is cool. It's a little different. It's a different take, and I'm fine with that. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna skip the entire story because I'm literally gonna be grinding for my players. I'm just gonna be so focused on getting that done quickly. I'm just gonna be skipping the story the whole time. But still. And number 6 is that all the colleges are gonna be added. So there are 10 colleges in total: Michigan, UConn, OU, Texas Tech, West Virginia, Villanova, Syracuse, UCLA, Gonzaga, and Florida. There's a nice kind of mix of the country right there that you can pick, and I'm sure everybody can kind of relate to one of the colleges, or at least be kind of near to one that could be like, oh, I guess I would root for them. I'm from Texas, so I guess Texas Tech would be my team, but I like UCLA too, so I mean, I guess I'll play for Texas Tech, but still, we'll see what's going to happen there. But it's kind of cool they added colleges back. I'm happy. And number 7 is that the arcade from NBA 2K18 is back. It's called Jeff's something. I don't even remember off the top of my head, but it's there. It's added back into it. I'm kind of whatever about it. I don't know how I feel about this because a lot of players go to Daily Spin and they literally just stay in Daily Spin, and they had their own little room for that in 2K. Now you're gonna have that room in the lobby, so now all the people are gonna be in Daily Spin or Jeff's room or whatever, and they're not gonna be playing the game. They're gonna be stuck in Daily Spin. It's gonna make the lobbies even like less packed, and I don't know how I feel about that one. And number 8 is that they updated Ante Up. It's like they put a negative filter on the court. Ew. It was almost perfect before. It's supposed to feel like a casino, like you're in this really important place where you're literally gambling your VC to play 2K. But they changed it, and you know what? You could be mad that they changed it, but the fact that they're even putting effort into anything is nice. It's not beautiful or cool looking, but you know what, dude? They at least put effort into something, and I'll give them that. And number 9 is that ProAm was updated as well. It's kind of similar to what it was before on a rooftop, but this time there's no buildings around it, so there's not literally shadows covering half the court where you can't see. Thank you. It was ridiculous how hard it was to see sometimes because of the shadows, and some people have not as bright TVs, so it really did affect how they could play the game. Now there's like, it's just an open court with sun beaming on the top of your head, so there's not gonna be any more shadow problems, hopefully, and that's the game that I play the most, so I'm happy with that. And finally, the biggest controversy, and I'm a little worried about it, is that there's no more twos court. Now, there is this picture that everyone's been showing on Twitter and stuff and saying, oh no, there is a twos court, look at this screenshot. No, if you watch the video, there is clearly 3 players on each team playing on that court. So at the moment, I have looked frame by frame in this video, there is no twos court at the moment. So while making this video, that was the case, and then 2K randomly released a twos court photo on Twitter, and everyone was like, yay. So there's going to be 2 twos court. They're made out of like wood. It's actually kind of cool. I mean, you know, it's kind of like the dock. Like the dock when you're next to the ocean, it's kind of like that. It's kind of sick. It's kind of lame though. I wrote like a whole thing. I was chewing out 2K for removing twos and how it's like the biggest game mode of 2K basically, and the fact that you're removing it, and all the biggest YouTubers, like the biggest copy YouTubers want twos, and they removed it, and now it turns out that it's not the case. It was kind of, well, there goes that. But twos is back, and that's not news, but again, on Twitter, people were confused about it, and now it's clarified 100%. Twos is still in the game. It's just you couldn't see it in the trailer, but it is in kind of like a corner where you couldn't see it. It is kind of weird though that it's not like it's center stage where everybody plays. It's kind of like pushed away to the side. Like there's a reason twos was in the center of the park before, because it was like the main event. It's the thing that most people play. Well, these are people who are like good play. Now it's kind of like pushed in the corner. It's kind of weird, but whatever. What do you guys think about this news? What is your favorite news? What is your least favorite news? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub. And I'll see you guys next time.